All right, guys, we're back here with the coverage. We had to kind of pull back because our main live stream was not working for us on my computer. So hopefully we will be good to go now. Anyways, folks, so we do got ourselves a lot of activity starting to really kick off across the areas of eastern Texas currently. We do have ourselves a handful of tornado warnings in effect. As of right now, we do have 3 tornado warnings in effect here. One out here by Devers, Texas, out there by Diceta, I think it is, in Hall, Texas. A tornado warning is in effect for you guys out there, which we are talking the possibility here for obviously a tornado. So we're definitely keeping an eye out there for that. But also, yeah, hail size, potentially up to about penny size. That is possible as well. But yeah, we are talking radar indicated threat here. This is a radar indicated rotation threat here, which basically means that the radar did pick up some rotation here on this storm. So once again, this is out there by Devers, as well as Diceta, as well as Hall, Texas. You guys are in a tornado warning here. I think they just canceled 2 of the warnings we had. So we did have a warning out here in effect for Hardin, Texas. That's no longer there. Also for Village Mills. You guys are now good to come out of your shelters here. Still got some strong storms nearby, but right now the only tornado warning that we have in effect is this guy here for Diceta, as well as Hall in Devers, Texas. So heads up there for you guys. Calvin says, lucky storm went through my area in Houston, didn't turn tornadic at 3 p.m. Well, I mean, Houston, currently right now, I think you guys are going to be relatively good. Line is passing through currently, so you should be relatively good. Yeah, tornadoes on New Year's Eve. Hey, man, it can happen. It can happen this time of the year. We can get this type of activity. And it also, here, I'm going to show you guys something. It also looks like here we do have another threat for Saturday. Oh, dude, it went enhanced, too. Oh, shoot. Look at that. They put a massive... a really big enhanced risk for day 3. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna definitely need to watch out for Saturday. Holy cow. Did they put anything for Sunday? There's nothing for Sunday. Yeah, man, this is just kind of the pattern we're heading ourselves into. But anyways, yeah, but so we're gonna have to watch out yet again for Saturday, because Saturday looks like it could even be pretty bad. Anyways, but yeah, this is a radar indicated threat here. Once again, we are talking radar has picked up rotation overall. So as of right now, taking a look here at the back of the radar for the storm, hop into velocity here. You can see that there's a little bit of rotation out there kind of towards Devers, Texas. So right in here, we have a little bit of rotation. It's a little hard to spot, but that is a little bit of rotation going on out there. So that is something we do need to look very closely out there towards Devers, Texas, out there by Diceta, I think it is, in Hall, Texas. Tornado warning in effect, which will remain in effect until 5:30 Central. What's up, Peachy? What's up, Double Rose? Saying, what's going on? Where is this? So we do have a tornado event going on right now. We've had a couple confirmed tornadoes already. Across Texas. Right now we do have ourselves a tornado warning in effect. So this is eastern Texas. So Houston's right here. So just relatively shy to the northeast of Houston. We do got ourselves a tornado warning in effect for Devers, Diceta, as well as Hall, Texas. You guys are in a tornado warning. Also, we've had continuous kind of on and off flash flood warnings and stuff like that that's been going on. So that is another thing actually we do need to look out for, which I will bring you guys over. Let's see here. Actually, we're going to turn on Tornado Watch here. We're going to want that because they do have a Tornado Watch out. Let's see, we'll have the flash on. Kind of show you guys where that Tornado Watch is. So yeah, this is where that Tornado Watch is located. But what I do want to show you guys is this. So if we hop over to the rainfall outlook for today, we do got this big area in yellow. This is a pretty big risk for flooding. So if you're in the green even, The green's a level 1 flooding threat. You got a shot for some flooding, relatively low odds, but it's there. And of course the yellow, it's a little bit of a greater, chance of seeing flooding. So, it's not only tornadoes we need to be looking out for. We also need to be looking out for other things, such as flooding, lightning, damaging winds, hail, and of course tornadoes. So there's quite a few threats that we are definitely going to be having to look out there for. Is there any live tornadoes? We do have a tornado warning in effect as of now. It is radar indicated, meaning that radar has picked up rotation. There's no confirmation on it yet, but don't let that decide if you go in your shelter or not. If there's a tornado warning, you need to take shelter. No ifs, ands, or buts. Detected or not, or confirmed or not, you still need to be in your shelter, because they can change in a blink of an eye. And the fact that there is rotation there is saying that the storm could easily drop a tornado at any time. So definitely need you guys in your safe spots. We also do have a severe warning in effect. Let's change to CAPO. So we do also have a severe warning in effect for eastern Texas out here towards Bronson. Out here by Bronson, Texas, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here. This is in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. So that is a possibility, so look out there for that. And of course, we have a couple of flash flood warnings, which those are in effect for like Honey Island, Village Mills, Sour Lake area. And another one for South Toledo Bend, Berkeyville, and a little bit of Louisiana actually out there by Hornbeck. Hornbeck, Louisiana is in that flash flood warning there as well. Let's actually do something real quick, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and actually bring over the satellite to you guys real fast. So this is satellite imagery. So we're getting all this advection, all this northerly movement of warm air. I should probably use a different color than the background color here. So a lot of warm, moisture-rich air is really driving its way up into the south right now. You're going to notice it's actually a little bit warm across some of these regions before the storms hit. And then once that storm rolls through, the cooler air on the backside takes over, and you're going to notice the temperatures crash a bit. So you're going to have a little bit of a rise before the big crash in temperatures. But yeah, that is the system right now. Sun's going down, unfortunately, which it's just going to make this a little bit more dangerous because we won't be able to see anything. Anyways, new warning just got issued. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect. Let's see here. Actually, we're going to hop back to Houston's radar real quick. Let's see what's going on out here. But yeah, there's a new warning that did just get issued. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Old River Winfrey, Mount Bellevue, as well as Cove and Hankomer, I think it is, here in eastern Texas. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It's a radar-indicated threat. They do have a tornado possible tag on it. It does not mean that there will be a tornado. It just means that the storm could produce a tornado at some point. Looking at velocity, though, I tell you what, we're going to need to really kind of pay attention to this storm here because this one, I feel, is one of the ones that could really turn sour pretty quickly. It's kind of its own little embedded supercell. There is a little bit of rotation on there. I'm sure the upper elevations, yeah, you can see there is some upper level rotation in that storm. So it is classified as a supercell. It's kind of an embedded supercell, elevated rotation right now. So the rotation does need to work its way down a little closer to the ground before it could become a really big concern. But, given its evolution down in time, it really could turn into a tornadic producer. So we're going to have to watch for that. We're going to have to really look out for that, okay? Let's see here. Remember to hit the like. Thank you, Peachy. Appreciate it. But yeah, so, and of course, we do have that tornado warning that is in effect to the north of that severe thunderstorm warning that just got issued. Once again, y'all, this is in eastern Texas. This is out here for Devers and Dicetta and Hall, Texas. You guys are under a tornado warning in effect here. See, once again, radar indicated rotation there overall. Jenny says tornadoes in Texas. Yikes. Yeah, it's it's been pretty active. We started getting a little bit of severe weather just before Christmas, and now we're starting to get more of it. And there's even more unfortunate news, like we mentioned a few minutes ago, is the fact that Saturday could even be a much worse day. You can see Saturday we have a large enhanced risk. I think Saturday could be a problem. I really do. So we're going to really need to watch out for these areas for Saturday. Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, kind of could be kind of the main areas we need to watch out for Saturday. Now tomorrow, we got a little marginal, but nothing too big tomorrow is expected. So, today we got that little enhanced risk, with that 10% hatch risk tornado threat, potential for EF2 or greater tornadoes courting in this or into this area here, where that 10% chance is. This yellow area here is showing that we could have, potential for EF2 or greater. So we need to look out for that. But, as we approach our way up here into Saturday, there is no breakdown quite yet, but that could be another real possibility, another big concern for Saturday. Could even be a little worse. We're going to have to look into it overall. But anyways, so I got good news. They did cancel that tornado warning that was in effect here for Devers and Dicetta and Hall. You guys are no longer in that warning. So right now there's only 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. We actively no longer have a tornado warning. They just canceled it, thankfully. But we're gonna need to keep a close eye because these things have been popping up like crazy over the last little bit. Let's see here. Yeah, double rows. If you have contact with them, you let them know. Okay. They might not even be a part of it, to be honest with you, because at this point in time, this is just covering a little sliver of eastern Texas. Obviously there's a lot more Texas behind this event at this point in time, so the odds it's kind of running thin right now. It's kind of running a little bit thin for Texas, but we're going to continue with this threat into Louisiana tonight and portions of like Mississippi and stuff too. We're going to need to be watching out there for. Will Tennessee get bad weather? So Tennessee actually, I believe, does have a risk for Saturday. Yeah. Yep, Saturday. A little threat for severe weather in the kind of southern, south central, and kind of western sides of Tennessee. For Saturday needs to be on the lookout. Today, not really, although a few thunderstorms can't be ruled out in western Tennessee. But yeah, nothing big out there. But yeah, Saturday, keep an eye on it. It's a level 1 threat. It's pretty low end, but it is a risk for some storms, which perhaps could be severe. Yeah, not anything like today though for those regions. So that's good. Anyways, but yeah, I do really want to keep a real close eye on this one. Honestly, I think they might actually put this thing tornado warned soon. I mean, just watching it, this little area here, yeah, that's a little concerning. It's a big mess. Those upper level scans too. You can see that there is some upper level rotation, so it is rotating. My radar even shows that too. Yeah, so what's kind of going on here is I think we're really starting to get a push from our rear flank downdraft on that storm, and that inflow is really starting to pull its way in, which is causing that rotation that's kind of pulling off there. Because you can kind of see its little S shape. So we have that cooler air punching in from the back. It's like a micro low, pretty much what's going on here is our low is right in here. But yeah, it's kind of what's going on here, and it looks like it might be trying to go tornadic here. On the warning itself, the Weather Service, they did put a tor possible on it for good reason. Up north, let's take a quick little look at this real quickly, and we'll hop back to that storm. Yeah, that's I think it's the most interesting storm right now. What's going on? But we'll get back to that here in a second. Let's look at this guy, see what's going on. So this is another warning towards Bronson, Texas. Let's see. Quarter hail, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. They do have a tor possible on that one there too. Velocity, not anything impressive really. Yeah, honestly, I don't think there's going to be much on that one. It looks like mostly just a gusty wind and a little bit of a hail threat on that storm. But the one down south, like I said, I think this one's getting ready to probably pull tornadic. I think this cell in its past might have been tornadic. I think this might have been one of the ones that did produce. I mean, because we did have already a handful of tornadoes already confirmed today. Here, let me pull that up, actually. Let's see how many did get confirmed. So according to SPC, three reports anyways. Let me look at filtered reports. So it does look like, yeah, we have had 3 tornadoes so far today. Three confirmations. And like I said, unfortunately, the event just kind of started too. Will Mississippi get bad weather? So yeah, Mississippi's got to watch out for later today. Not as bad, as the areas that we're watching right now. But western Mississippi late tonight is in the risk. So a couple severe storms can't be ruled out there either. Yeah, but if we look at the upper level rotation here, or the upper level velocity scans, it's a little less resolution, but you can see here that there is a bit of rotation going on in that mess on those upper scans. And the lower scan, you can see there's a little bit of something looks like it's trying to happen towards Old River Winfrey, Texas, which if you don't know, this is on eastern Texas. So this is Louisiana here, this is Texas. This is actually literally just right near Houston, actually. Houston's right here. This is just relatively east of Houston. But yeah, Old River Winfrey, honestly, that looks like it's trying to do something. Definitely want to keep an eye on it. What's up, Lake Effect? Let's hop back to SAT real quickly. I want to pull up the satellite view. See what we got going on there. These are the cloud tops. Go ahead and load these guys. It looks like cloud tops, they are pretty high. Looks like that's gonna glitch on me. Okay, well let's hop back to radar real quickly. Is this? I think my whole thing's just being dumb here. Oh, there we go. Now it wants to work. Yeah, let's look at that. So yeah, about 40,000 feet or so on some of those. I mean, that's not necessarily super high. It's kind of medium topped thunderstorms. Kind of average height or so. Nothing really, really crazy, but height doesn't always matter in storms. Because the tornadic part of the storm happens on the lower level. So it doesn't always really matter how tall your storm is. However, where you have bigger supercells, a tall storm could indicate a more mature, more organized storm, a bit more severe actually. But that becomes more of a problem for hail and stuff when you get really tall thunderstorms. Sometimes, anyways. Sometimes. But it does represent like a really well-developed supercell. But yeah, no, this storm here is classified as a supercell at this point because you can see all that inflow there, a little bit of rotation out there towards Old River Winfrey. Not enough for a tornado warning yet, but I have a feeling that maybe at some point they will issue one. We'll have to see. They do got a tornado possible tag. There is rotation there. Yeah, look at that. That's just kind of getting pulled in. Lower level. Yeah, that little area there we're going to need to really kind of watch for. And then, of course, we do have a couple of flash flood warnings here, too. Which is kind of a big mess, honestly. Here, let's pop up our other radar. I have another one down below. I don't know if can you guys see this one down here pretty good? I know chat's in the way, but hopefully you guys can see this one down here pretty well as well. But let's see. Let me check on these guys real quickly. If not, I can move this view up a little bit further. Yeah, so up here towards Louisiana and eastern Texas, on the kind of east central side of Texas, looks pretty clear from rotation. It's really just slightly the east of Houston area that's kind of seeing some interesting, kind of nasty stuff going on out there. Here, let me bring up mesoanalysis kind of want to see what kind of conditions we got going on right now. So let me go ahead and pull up mesoanalysis. So if you guys don't know what that is, basically kind of shows you what kind of conditions we're dealing with in the atmosphere right now. So basically what I'm seeing here is that a lot of our instability, our thunderstorm juice, is right in here. This is where a lot of our fuel is. We have a lot of that warm air that's advecting northbound from the Gulf, supplying warm air. And we do have some cooler air coming in the backside. So you can actually see these little wind barbs. They're pointing to the southeast on this direction, and the ones over here in the water are pointing to the north. So yeah, warm air is coming up, cold air is pulling down, and you know, our interaction zone is where the storms are. That's your cold front, and you know, just a big clash in temperatures. But yeah, there is pretty good amounts of instability out here. Yeah, over 1,000 joules. That's pretty good. That's enough to get stuff done. Lower level shear is kind of ridiculous. 45, 50 knot lower level jet. That's pretty strong. That's a pretty strong jet out there. Yeah, wind shear is definitely there. See a mid-level jet. Yeah, even our mid-level jet's pretty high, around 55 knots or so. That's decent. Yeah, but our lower level jet stream is actually pretty wicked. That's going to really allow for possible tornadoes today. You know, I think we're kind of lucky, though, that there's not a lot of prefrontals, so that there's not a lot of storms ahead of the line. Because if you get some storms kind of ahead of the line, that can be a huge problem, because storms are isolated, in which, you know, they can kind of do their own little thing and they can organize quicker and could be more potent. Yeah, those isolated cells you got to really look for. But luckily, a lot of those are kind of embedded in the line here, as you can see. So that's good. Here, let's do want to change up our color map a little bit. There you go. Kind of bring out the colors a little more so you guys can see that. But yeah. Really kicking off in eastern Texas. Here, the good news, though, is that, you know, within the next couple of hours, that line of storms will be out of East Texas. So it's on its way out. But we still do got Louisiana to go through. So the yellow here, as that line pushes through, we still got the risk in Louisiana and a little bit of Mississippi even. Even up in Arkansas today. A couple severe storms possible. You know, a couple tornadoes are possible in the areas in green, brown, and especially the yellow area here. That's where, you know, tornadic activity is expected today. Damaging winds, you know, in the areas here, 15% chance in the yellow, 5% in the brown. Potential for damaging winds, 60 to 70 miles an hour. And hail, you know, 15% chance in the yellow and the 5% chance across the brown, which we're talking ranges between 1 and 2 inches in diameter. In terms of hail size. It does look like we just got a new warning, though, for Kirbyville, Bleakwood, Magnolia Springs, Roganville, Newton, and Farsville, Texas. So this is actually near the border. The polygon does kind of interact with the border here between Louisiana and eastern Texas. This warning's in effect for just 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. No tornado tag. So that's good. But yeah, really the only thing we got to look out for here is, like I said, 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts on that storm. Let's take a look back on the southern one. Yeah, this one here I'm a little concerned about. This is for Cove, towards Old River Winfrey, Hankamer, and Mount Bellevue. Texas. This is just east of Houston. Houston's right here. So the good news, I think Houston's relatively good to go. Because, you know, the thing is, the good thing is that once this line of storms rolls out of the region, you know, stable air builds in from the backside, which allows for things to calm down and kind of stop. So once that line of storms rolls through, your severity kind of goes out the window. or potential for more severe weather goes out the window. They did actually just issue a special marine warning for the Galveston Bay, coastal Galveston, Jamaica Beach, going through Surfside Beach all the way down towards Matagorda, and near Port O'Connor. We got a special marine warning in effect here for the boaters, so don't go out in your boats. Basically means stay at port, don't go out, because it can get a little rough out there. You get increased locally hazardous seas because the winds are chopping them up, which can be an issue, especially for little boats. Can really can actually capsize boats. And did they put water spouts? Because that also could be a concern there too. They didn't look like they put a water spout thread on that, no. But winds 34 knots or greater, kind of mostly a wind threat there. We're going to really keep a close eye on this one out there. We do got a severe thunderstorm warning, like we mentioned, for Old River, Winfrey, Mount Bellevue, Cove, as well as Hankomer. Heads up to you guys. We also do have ourselves another severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Kirbyville, Magnolia Springs, Roganville, Bleakwood, Newton. Heads up for you guys. This is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts overall. And that is that. Gonna hop back to SAT real quickly, take a look at that. It was actually, look at this. This is actually pretty cool. So if you guys look at the satellite imagery here, you can see pretty much exactly what I was telling you guys a minute ago. So you have this cooler air that's working its way down from up north, which, this is our cold front kind of coming through here, is this line right here. So that's your cold front. That's kind of where those storms are firing off upon overall, so you can kind of see that. So you're going to notice things getting a bit cooler as that line of storms passes through. But ahead of the storm here, we have that northerly air advection, which is basically a lot of warm air coming up from the Gulf and supplying moisture and all that stuff to the region. So you have the warm air pulling up, you got the cool air coming down, and that interaction there between those two air masses creates instability, in which basically we have the storms firing off because of the unstable environment. But you can really see that though in the satellite imagery though. Our low, that central low pressure is right in here. It's kind of hard to make out the color I chose, but you can see it right in there. So that's kind of a big picture of things in terms of what's going on. Here's a visible satellite right now. You can see we're in nighttime mode, but you can see where the sun just went down here. You can see the last few scans of somewhat daylight kind of roll through. But you can see the big picture. Obviously the clouds are still pretty heavy out there kind of east of Houston, but behind it, it's going to start clearing out a bit as that cooler, more stable air kind of builds its way into the region there. So that'll be good. But honestly, like I mentioned, this is just going to be mostly a line of storms kind of rolling through here. Just, a one initial line of storms you get, which could be severe. And then once that line kind of pulls through, that severe potential kind of just drops off. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. And then actively right now regarding warnings, currently actively no tornado warnings. Thankfully they just canceled one a few minutes ago. But like I mentioned, we're still watching these cells pretty closely. We do have in effect severe thunderstorm warning in effect for Old River, Winfrey, Mount Bellevue, Cove, Hankomer, as well as another one in effect for Kirbyville, Bleakwood, Magnolia Springs, Roganville, and Newton, Texas, also including Farsville. So just a bit of a heads up for y'all. But right now, in terms of where we are at in the event right now, this is pretty much the maximum tornado threat we've been kind of rolling through. So the areas in yellow here, let's go ahead and get rid of some of this stuff. It's kind of a little messy, isn't it? Let's actually turn off the warnings. Turn off the watches at least. There you go, that's a lot better. So the storms right now, if we hop to our Houston radar, you can see that, we have the line of storms right here. A little bit of convection, not anything severe on the backside. That's not the severity part. The severe part is this line right here. This is where that severe activity is at currently. But yeah, you can see out of the whole entire risk area here, the line is on the eastern side of this yellow area, in which the storm direction, we are moving relatively eastward. So storms are moving east, but the storms themselves, they look like they're moving northeast, but they're mostly moving eastward actually. Anyways, but you can see that those severe storms are actually on the far right hand side of that risk. So we've actually went through a lot of the big risks for today, but unfortunately we did have confirmed tornadoes. We've had several tornadoes confirmed today. Unfortunately, we did just get a new severe thunderstorm warning extension. The one out there towards Hankomer, we have a new warning in effect for Devers, I think it is. This one's in effect for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Kind of an interesting line of storms. It has like a tail, you guys can see. There's like a really weird shape to it here. On the velocity scans, not anything super concerning right now, which is good. Let's see, actually they did just cancel that back warning that was there. This was a replacement they just issued. So yeah, we had Cove, Mount Bellevue, no longer in effect for those regions. Old River, Winfrey, you guys are good. But this new warning here is in effect for Hankomer and Devers. And then we have the other severe thunderstorm warning, not tornado warning, in effect for Kirbyville, Magnolia Springs, Roganville, Bleakwood, and Newton here, which this one is for, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts out there. The one down here, this one's for also the same. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. Hopefully we're done with tornadoes, but unfortunately the threat does continue into Louisiana, and I believe even a little bit of western Mississippi as well. Yeah, so you can see we do have the green area here, where there is a possibility that we could get a couple of isolated tornadoes out there as well. But, we do still have a decent threat for even tornadoes out there in Louisiana today. And the brown, it's a 5% chance. The green is a 2% chance. And then the yellow, the big threat today, we have a 10% chance, which thankfully we're almost out of. So things hopefully will start to calm down just a tad. But I hate to say this, but, once again, like we mentioned here a minute ago, we're going to have to really be watching Saturday even now. Yeah, unfortunately, Saturday is going to be maybe even a bigger day. We got a big enhanced risk for Saturday out there. So, kind of some of the same areas, same states, I should say, a little bit further east than it is today. But yeah, Louisiana once again in concern. Bits of Mississippi, or pretty much all of Mississippi, is under the severe risk, and a lot of Alabama there too. Up as far north as like Tennessee, northeastern Arkansas. Yeah, so we're gonna need to watch out Saturday too. Tomorrow we do got a little break. We do have a severe weather threat, a marginal level 1, pretty low end threat tomorrow. But between today and Saturday, the day after tomorrow, it's going to be a bit active. But yeah, right now, if you guys are just tuning in, first of all, welcome. Hope everyone's doing good, and hope you guys had a great Christmas and stuff. Right now, we're not watching any tornado warnings because there is none active right now, thankfully. We did have one cancel a little bit ago. Just a bit ago. It's no longer in effect, though, thankfully. And so a little bit of an update. So far today, we have seen several tornadoes. From what I see, 4 tornadoes have been reported today, according to SPC, or the National Weather Service. So there has been 4 tornadoes confirmed today, from what it looks like, or at least 4 tornado reports. I don't know what the filtered one is. Are they all the same? Let's see here. Believe they're all different, but yes, there has been several tornadoes reported today, and the threat continues. The threat will continue on for the next while, into the overnight hours and such. But anyways, all right, y'all. Honestly, I'm probably gonna head off here. I mean, tornado activity right now has calmed down a little bit. Probably gonna roll off here. What I am gonna do though, I'm gonna get our automated radar up for you guys. That way, you guys can keep an eye on the radar and such. So we'll have a 24/7 stream. We're gonna get that up and going here very soon. Here in a little bit, but. Once again, everybody, if you guys did enjoy this, leave a like, hit that subscribe button, it'd be greatly appreciated. And yeah, we'll be back here. Well, I'll put up another stream for you guys, an automated stream here in just a few minutes. Or it'll probably be more like 15, 20 minutes or so when we get that up. But it'll be up so you guys can see the radar and such. So we'll let you all be able to see that. But all right, everybody, thanks for joining. You guys take care. Once again, hit that subscribe button, leave a like on your way out, be greatly appreciated. And all right, everybody, thanks for joining. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, my friends. See you later on.